Good afternoon, Bronx Arts Middle. It's Mr. Naruski on Thursday, March 19th, another day down with distant learning. We're going to look at our assignment and our task for tomorrow. So if you go on Google Classroom, there's a assignment posted for March 20th. That's tomorrow. A couple of instructions. Should America declare war on Britain in 1812? Big decision. Are we looking towards war or are we looking towards peace? And that's something that we're going to be talking about the next few days with our Google Classroom assignments. Tomorrow's assignment has us completing 2 tasks. Right at the top of your paper says 2 tasks, and then make sure you're turning them in. We saw a lot of students start turning in their work the right way. So the first task is to read and annotate the source, should America declare war on Britain. We need to click and drag sentences that are important to us, and then use a highlighter to color in what's most important to you. If you think it's most important, please make sure that you're annotating as proof that you are reading. After reading, complete a chart with reasons why America should and reasons why America should not declare war on Britain. 3 examples for each side. So as I read, that's something would be a good idea to annotate those that wanted war and those that did not want war, for it, against it. You might want to consider that as you annotate using your highlighter. So here's our reading passage. It continues to the next page. Some people have done a really strong job reading the entire passage, not half of it, not the first paragraph, but the entire passage. And then you're going to see this last section. Democratic Republican James Madison was elected president in 1808. So Thomas Jefferson had served his 8 years, and now it's James Madison's turn in the White House. He's facing a difficult decision. Should America declare war on Britain? And after you read that passage, you're going to see examples for those that support the war and then those that are opposing it. What I'd like for you to do in this chart is to come up with 3 examples for each side. On the left, those that support the war, reasons why America should declare war on Britain. On the right-hand side, opposes war, reasons why America should not declare war on Britain. Again, we're going to use the information from the text, not information from Google or anywhere else. Make sure you're using information from the text itself. Then task 2, create a poster that will persuade the American public to support, wants war against Britain, or oppose war in 1812. You get to pick a side. Do you think America should go to war, or are you against war with Great Britain? Couple of requirements for your poster. The first thing, your poster should include a minimum of 2 visuals. Think about using pictures, images, symbols that represent your position on the war itself. Maybe it's something that deals with peace and not war. Maybe it's something that has a specific vocab term like impressment of sailors or the embargo of trade. Your poster should include a slogan, something short, memorable, that either supports or opposes going to war. The poster needs to be neat and colorful and visually appealing. It could be drawn by hand. If you are designing something by hand, you need to email a picture to me at cnaruski@bronxarts.net, or you may create it digitally using Google Draw, and a lot of us have used that in the past, so that might be a good idea to use. If you're using Google Draw, you're going to have to attach it right to your assignment. So if this is my screen, if I had an assignment, and you're going to see this place that says your work, you're going to add and create a separate document. So you're probably going to see a document that is posted that says, should America declare war on Great Britain or not? You're going to read and annotate that, but then you're going to have to add and create a new document. So in order to do that, I'm clicking the plus sign. I'm going down to drawings. That's going to give me my Google Draw. I'm going to click that. Give it a second to load up. Once it's loaded, you could actually open it, edit, and make some additions to it. So if this is my blank template, I could add some examples. I'm going to first start out with a visual. If I want to insert some type of image, I could click Insert Image, and then I'm maybe searching the web for something. So let's say, since the topic is on the War of 1812, I might find something that symbolizes a conflict going on. I know a lot of the issue was with like the seas, with trade, with ships going on. So I might click and drag that picture itself. That looks like a naval battle happening. I see American flags in there, and it might be a good example to use. If I want to change the background, I click with both fingers, index and middle, on the background. Maybe I want it to be a little bit more like the sky, light blue. I need at least 2 visuals. So there's my first visual. I'm encouraging war, so maybe I'll search in the word Warhawk, someone that really advocates for war against Great Britain. I see a great picture of a Warhawk. Maybe I could include that in there, kind of sweeping down. I could change the size of it by clicking a corner and dragging it, making it look a little smaller, a little more appropriate to the size of the rest of my picture. And once you have your 2 visuals, think of important images, icons, symbols, the president at that time, James Madison, reasons to go to war, reasons not to go to war. You could use different pictures, but you're also going to need a slogan. And you could do that 2 ways. You could click on the text box and you could type in something. If you don't want to use the text box, you could also insert word art and you could type in your statement. So maybe I have a slogan. Are you brave enough to fight? And just like I could change the color, I could also, my background, I could also change the color of what you see. So maybe I want something that is a little more patriotic, like red. Are you brave enough to fight? I could use a second slogan along the lines, but some type of slogan that's catchy, that supports your end, your side of the conflict. Do you want war against Great Britain, or are you against war? This poster might seem that it shows that I am in favor of war. The United States needs to go to war to defend themselves against Great Britain. That's your second task tomorrow. The first one's to read and annotate the source. The second one is to create your own poster. When you're done with the poster, you're going to have the opportunity then to go back to your assignment. And remember, you are turning in. There should be a button that says turn in. That way, all that is sent to your teacher the right way, and I can check who has turned in and who has not. This assignment is due tomorrow, Friday, at 4 p.m. And again, if you need any help or assistance, check it back in tomorrow morning at 9:30 for our Google Meet. We can go through some things that might be concerning to anybody. Have a great night out there and stay safe. Goodbye.